There's a fantastic match between the journey of Royal Stack and the journey of Shahrukh Khan. I still remember the days when Shahrukh was doing television. I think 40 it was.
Yes, sir.
And then this young man from a fairly decent middle class background comes to Mumbai with no big names or banners behind him, no history behind him in terms of the movie industry, and comes and makes his mark. And I think those little steps are mega steps. To me, mini steps are mega steps. That's what Shahrukh Khan is all about. And
good evening, everyone, and especially all my directors who are here, and all the directors who are not here, because this is not possible where I am standing. 25 साल एकदम फट से निकल गए, and I won't be here. I will talk about them when I'm asked to in a bit, I'm sure. So I'll not take away time. I just want to say good evening and thank you. This is extremely humbling, and I'm very, very grateful that something like this is happening to someone like me. So thank you everybody involved with it, ONM, Royal Stag, all the illustrators, the writers, and Celb, of course. So thank you for being here. This is extremely special. Thank you very much.
That's what they gave me. So, I want to go back to playing journalist once again because that's what gives me the most excitement. And you're on the couch again, and I'm here. So, I just want to start by asking you, the characters that you have played over the last 25 years, do you think that today you are a combination of all those characters? That is the real Shahrukh for the audiences a combination of everything that you have done on screen?
First of all, it's extremely awkward and difficult for me to sit in front of people who've made my life in different years of my life from the time I've started, whether it's Kundan or Rajiv or Abbas Bhai, Mastan Bhai, Praveen Saab, Ramesh Sippiji. There's so many of them, and I'll talk about each one of them individually. So, Shimit, if he's here. And I don't understand how to say this and explain it. I think an actor's journey is defined by the kind of people and the life he leads or she leads. And mine has been defined by my circumstances, my experiences maybe, and of course a lot of direction from these wonderful men and women. So I have never sat down and analyzed the characters that I've played. Do they come from just a part of me, or have I become a part of the act, or have I become a part of... I said this to somebody once, I don't know, do I cry like Devdas or Devdas cries like me? I have no idea. Kundan will tell you, he's an awful actor. So, ये जैसा बस बोले बस यही बहुत है सारा. Because and these are like my father figures. These are like mentors and guides. And each criticism, each slap, each love, each anger of theirs, I hold very dear to my heart. So whenever I'm going wrong or right, or I don't know how to do it, I just fall back upon the people I work with and say, what would Rajiv say? What would Kundan say? Abbas Bhai, Mustan Bhai, aake mere ko sweetly criticize kaise karenge? And I will figure out how to do it. I do my best. I try to listen to the instruction, and I've never analyzed. I don't think any actor or actress should give themselves more importance than the fact they're supposed to just do a job and emote when they're called upon to do so.
But you know what?
जो सेट पे बोलते हैं वो मैं बाद में बोलूँगा. Kundan has told me one day मैं पत्थर से acting करा सकता हूँ, तेरे से acting नहीं करा सकता हूँ. So he's really shouted at me, and my choice of films even now, and he has the right to. He's like a father, and he should. But like I said, if you see me like someone, I'll try my best. But मुझे ऐसा लगता है, having said that, मैं थोड़े urban role better करता हूँ. ये गांव वाला मुझको suit नहीं करता ज़्यादा. मैं थोड़ा झूठा सा लगता हूँ. ऐसी feeling है मुझको. I'm really sorry. But कोशिश की है मैंने ज़रूर. और अलग अलग लोगों ने मुझे अलग अलग तरह से देखा and some of them I don't believe in at all. मैं एक बात और बोल दूँगा as an actor, it's not your duty to believe in what you're doing. It's your duty to make others believe that this is who you are. ये मुझे बहुत गलत लगता है जब actors बोलते हैं I don't believe in this. It's not your belief. You're an actor. I'm supposed to make everybody believe that this art is nice and likable. I don't have to like it myself. It's like the mother at home or that amazing chef at home जो खुद का खाना नहीं खाता लेकिन दूसरों को खिलाता है कहता है you have to like this food because I'm making it for you. And actors have to be giving like that. So many attempts that have been done, I've hoped I've done them well, and I know I've failed more often than not. And I'm not being humble, I know it now, because as years have gone by, I think I understand what Rajiv wanted from me, or Praveen wanted from me, or Shimit wanted, or Kundan wanted, or Aziz wanted, or Subhaji wanted, Rakesh Roshan wanted, Hemaji wanted, and I didn't have that as an actor then. But now I think I realize, oh yeah, ye kaisa kar diya maine? And sometimes it's very embarrassing to feel that it still went right, and I could do it better, which is an actor's struggle. So I've been very fortunate that so many people saw me differently and took the chance with me. Abbas Bhai Mustan Bhai said, "Tum हार कर जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं, you're that." And then Adi and Karan said, "No, you're a lover boy." And Yash Chopra said, "Unless," that's Yash J's way of saying, "Unless you make love to women, you'll not be a legend." I took that very seriously. So my acting is only that. I just make love to women. To say a line, हम एक बार जीते हैं, हम एक बार मरते हैं, प्यार भी एक बार होता है और शादी तुम नहीं समझोगे अंजलि कुछ कुछ होता है. What does this mean? If I was to sit down with a young lady now and took her out for a date and I said have some Chinese food, हम एक बार जीते हैं एक बार मरते हैं, तो अच्छा ये समझा भी रहा हूँ मैं बोल रहा हूँ तुम नहीं समझोगे अंजलि कुछ कुछ होता है. She'll think I'm a fool. And उसको बोला कि मुझे ये नहीं मालूम कल क्या होगा, मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कल मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, बस मुझ पे भरोसा रखो सिर्फ. Yeah, that makes me feel really confident about my boyfriend. But Adi believes in it. He believes if there's a girl who loves you and if there's a boy who loves that girl, if you say it to her, even if it means nothing, she will believe you and come along with you. And I said, okay. But you try it in real life, you get slapped by the girlfriend. I just have to stand and, हम एक बार जीते, हाँ मुझे मालूम है चलो. I find it very wrong when actors turn around on a set and say, my character won't say these lines. But he's your character, you're making him or her. You are the maker at that point of time. How dare you say these lines won't fit for my character? So I can say anything. I can have my hair the way I want to, even now. I can do anything. If somebody tells me in an emotional scene, do a somersault, I'll do it. I'll make it believable because I'm an actor. So I think you have to have belief in the person who's directing you, guiding you, and in yourself. And that's all it takes to be an actor.
You started your career with, filmmakers, then you had the middle lot where you worked with Karan and Ashutosh and Adi and Shimit, and now there's a new lot of filmmakers. So is this the adventure, or let's say the spirit of taking risks?
Were absolutely new when I worked with them. I think Praveen Saab's first film, Abbas Bhai Mustan Bhai's second film, Rajiv's maybe second or third film, Kundan Saab's second, Anubhav's third, fourth film, Shimit's second film maybe. So I think I am drawn to people who are new and making new films because I till now feel like a newcomer. I still feel that I'm not some thespian or it is actually, I'll say it again, this is very awkward to be sitting here. When I was leaving my house, I was telling my family that 25 years here sounds so old. So I took Baijan beard color and colored it a little more black. So I find it very awkward. I'm spending 25 years here, but I feel like a newcomer and I'd rather be working with anybody. And if there's somebody that has never been a deciding choice कि नया है तो नई टाइप की फिल्म बनाएगा, नया है इसके साथ काम नहीं करना. That has never been a thought of my head. Hemaji is not here, but who gets an opportunity in his life to sit across the dream girl and he says, I like your nose, it's very aristocratic. So you are in my film for that, and I'm like, वो नाक जिसको मैं छुपाता फिर रहा हूँ, वो नाक हेमा मालिनी को पसंद है. So the opportunities I got with all of them, remember Rajiv, Abbas Mastan, Kundan and we were working on films and television. I used to live in his house. He had allowed me to stay in his Rover back office. The first time Gujarati food I've had from Bakul, his wife. They looked after me like their child and they gave me an opportunity. So for me, if a newcomer comes, I have been trained by people like these to respect a newcomer, love the newcomer like your own, and I'm not being patronizing or giving anyone a chance because they never made me feel like that. Not one of them made me feel कि हम तेरे को chance दे रहे हैं बेटा. So I learned it from them. Not my laugh. I can't laugh on camera. I have a lot of problem laughing on
That's
camera.
what he said. He said you can't laugh on camera.
Yeah, I find it very difficult to laugh. That's one of the very many problems I have as an actor. But the description you've given me of all the people makes me sound like a middle-class psychopath. But a simple middle-class psychopath. 25 years, I'm a little lost. Because if you look back upon your journey, read a book like this, I've done 60 odd films so far, and you feel sab to kar liya. And then you look back upon this, there are nights when I get up in the middle of the night and say, abhi kuch bhi nahi kiya. So I don't know what to do next. I just hope somebody comes up and says, can you do this, Shahrukh? I don't think you can, but let's do it together and push the boundaries. I think physically I'm still all there. Mentally I'm still there. I just hope somebody can come up and have faith in me to say, ये तुमसे नहीं होगा, लेकिन मैं तुम्हारे साथ करना चाहता हूँ. If somebody joins up with me and takes the chance with me, because I think you become a wonderful or a big actor or a good actor or a great actor or whatever, if there are great enough people wanting to take chances with you. On my own, I can't sit down. मतलब एक लाइन थी शायद फिल्म में, अकेले हम कुछ भी नहीं. So I think you need a director who comes, could be a young director, an old director, whoever, and says, you know, I don't think you'll be able to do this. I don't even if I can do this or not. But let's go on a journey together and see if we succeed. And if we fail, it's all right. At least we tried something new. I think it is always going to be better to fail trying something new than actually also succeeding with the tried and tested. You need it in the business. So I do that once a year. You know, do one film, just in your face, commercial cinema, let the company run. And all those are excuses. If I don't use the other time to be able to do something, and I know this for a fact, I'm in a strange place as a movie star, as an actor. जब मैं एकदम commercially viable picture करता हूँ, चल जाती है तो लोग कहते हैं अरे यार ये तो बिक गया, ये acting भूल गया. And when I do that one, then there's a whole section of people which turns around and say, इसकी stardom खत्म हो गई. And you know, I may not believe either of the two, but it plays on your mind. So you come back to the same thing. Can I make that film? I just said this in an interview to I think Karan. I'm just trying to work on my cinema. मैं थोड़ा सा बताऊँगा कि जब मैं मुंबई आया, दो चार लोग जो यहाँ पर हैं उनके बारे में. I remember मैं जब पहली बार टेलीविजन में काम करने आया तो अजीज, कुंदन और सईद इसका रोबोबैक उनकी कंपनी थी. मेरे पास रहने को जगह नहीं थी. मैं एयरपोर्ट पे पहुंच गया, मुझे एड्रेस नहीं मालूम था. मैं मुंबई में पहली बार आया और कुंदन, बकुल, अजीज, his whole family, सईद, सब बच्चे, हारून, राहिला, निर्मला, उन्होंने मुझे अपना घर दिया. पहले ऑफिस में रखा. बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती थी क्योंकि ऑफिस ये लोग 9 बजे सुबह खोल देते थे, तो ये आके उठा देते थे मुझको, लेकिन चाय के साथ और गुजराती फूड के साथ. सो आई लिव्ड इन द ऑफिस इन बैंड्रा. देन मैं जब मेरी शादी हो गई तो घर नहीं था, तो अजीज़ मिर्ज़ा ने मुझे अपना घर दिया. फिर उनको घर की तकलीफ थी तो वो वहाँ पे रहने लगे. मैं ये बातें सिर्फ इसलिए बताना चाहता हूँ कि ये मेरे फिल्म मेकर्स नहीं हैं, ये मेरे लाइफ मेकर्स हैं. मैं यहाँ पर होता ही नहीं, और मैं ये के लिए नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ये मैं सेल्फिशली अपने लिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि आई नीड टू से दिस, आई नीड टू somehow express this because there are not very many people who understand and know this part of me. Because every time I go anywhere, it's all about Shahrukh Khan, Shahrukh Khan, Shahrukh Khan, the big superstar. But it's not all about me at all, ever. And then there was a time, अजीज़ को घर वापस चाहिए था. मुझे किराए का घर लेना पड़ा. मेरे पास पैसे नहीं थे, so I remember Rajiv called me and gave me money for my kiraya of my house. And these are small instances which I'm telling you because it made me feel कि मैं मुंबई में मूवी स्टार बन सकता हूँ. एक बड़ी फेमस लाइन जो मेरी दोस्त अनुपमा ने शायद अपनी किताब में भी लिखी कि मैं एक दिन मुंबई को ओन करूँगा. वो हिम्मत कहने की या सोचने की इसलिए थी क्योंकि इन सब की बैकिंग थी. मेरे को पता नहीं था. I remember Raji's father said that तुम शादी करने वाले हो, शादीशुदा हीरो तो चलता नहीं है. And somehow Raji realized that this is maybe I don't understand this. And अब तो शादी हो रही थी, अब क्या करेंगे? So he landed up for my wedding very sweetly. I remember Abbas Mustan coming and wanting me to do this film, and I finished the film and I got the Best Actor award. I think my first one for a film as a Best Actor award, and not for debut or anything. And I went to their house to meet them, and I had never understood. And I'm sorry, I'm talking personal, Abbas Mustan bhai. The hardships they lived in, but made these beautiful films, and never made me realize that I had become a star, and the director was still to make it there. So they were the ones who made the greatest film of my career, perhaps, Bazigar. And so many of them have all come together and helped me become who I am, not just as a movie star or as an actor, but as the person that I am. And I owe this to them. And it's humbling that I come here. It's awkward I come here because मुझे मेरे हक का जो होता है that's very important to me. लेकिन इस सारे success के ऊपर मेरा कोई ज़्यादा हक नहीं है actually. Because if it wasn't for people like this, I remember Praveen Mishra taking me, he's an intellectual, he used to sit down with me and tell me, you can be a star. So all these things, and I'm not mentioning lots of people, I'm sorry if I forget, but each one of them in the formative years of my life, whether it's Anadi, Karan, Yash Chopra ji, Mani Ratnam sir, Hema ji, I remember I think Raji will also remember this incident where एक दिन किसी इंटरव्यू में एक हेडलाइन आ गई, I think Stardust magazine थी, and उसमें हेडलाइन आ गई कि हेमा मालिनी does not know how to direct. मैंने ऐसा नहीं कहा था, या हो सकता है मैं इतना बदतमीज था, मैंने कुछ ऐसी बात कर दी. मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें कहता हूँ और फिर बाद में समझ नहीं आता कैसे बोल दिया. But I didn't mean it, I didn't feel it. And I remember मैं सेट पे जा रहा था सुबह तो मैं छुप के जा रहा था कि हेमा जी मुझे देख ना लें और डांटेंगी, तो मैं छुप के जा रहा था. मैं छुप के ऐसा साइड से जा रहा था. And she said, hey, come here. And she saw me, so I came to sit here. So I sat down, I said, she's gonna kill me. She's gonna tell me, what did you say in that interview? So I just sat and I was like, सभी भूल जाए और मैं चले जाऊँ यहाँ से, moment खत्म हो जाए life का यार. And she looked at me, so I want to tell you something. Either you are very famous or I am very famous. I have to stop working. So it has to be your fame. And when you are famous, people write all nonsense. Go and get ready. And it was so hard. And also for him, I would not have even thought that I can act on screen. और उनके साथ कभी अजीब सा किस्सा था. हम उनके जो सन इन लॉ थे, वो हमारे लिए किराए का घर ढूंढ रहे थे दिल्ली में. एंड जब हमारी माँ ने घर देखा तो उन्होंने कहा कि मेरा बेटा नहीं है, वो देख ले तो हम कंफर्म कर लेंगे. माय फादर एक्सपायर्ड, वी नीडेड अ स्मॉल हाउस. सो ही सेड, कहाँ है आपका बेटा? ऐसे एक्टिंग करने गया है. तो उन्होंने कहा कि मेरे जो फादर इन लॉ सीरियल बना रहे हैं, तो उनको कहो वहाँ पे आके एक्टिंग कर ले. सो आई वेंट देयर एंड मैंने ऑडिशन किया और कर्नल कपूर साहब ने मुझको जो रोल दिया था, बड़ा स्वीट सा था. पूरे फौजी सीरियल के अंदर मेरा रोल था कि मैं कुछ गलती करता हूँ तो मुझको जो कर्नल थे वो बोलते हैं, जो कर्नल थे उस वक्त, कि जाओ और उस पेड़ पर गिन कर आओ कितने कौवे हैं. तो मैं भाग के जाता हूँ और मैं कहता हूँ 4 कौवे हैं. ठीक है जवान, अब सावधान. और मेरा पूरा सीरियल में ये रोल था. तो मुझको बहुत अजीब लगा यार. और मेरे को लगा यार, ये मैं कैसे आके अपने घर वालों को बताऊंगा कि मैं कौवे गिनने का रोल कर रहा हूँ, और यही रोल है मेरा. एंड मेरी बहुत चीज़ें लक की वजह से भी हुई, तो मैं उनको भी बहुत श्रेय देना चाहूँ. तो मैं जब वापस आया, उनके बेटे जो थे लीड रोल कर रहे थे अभिमन्यु राय का, बट वो कैमरा भी कर रहे थे, सिनेमाटोग्राफी भी कर रहे थे. एंड सडनली ही डिसाइडेड मुझसे दोनों काम नहीं होंगे. सो कर्नल कपूर को कोई और एक्टर नहीं मिला, तो उन्होंने कहा so I became Abhimanyu Rai overnight, and I did that, and it was one of the nicest, again like a family. He treated me and loved me a lot, and all of them have loved me like family. So I want to thank them all, and I want to say this, and I'm not saying it with false humility or modesty. I genuinely feel maybe the goodness I still have at the age of 51 is a carryover from what I've learned from all these wonderful men and women in my life. And when I say women, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the actresses who have worked with me, because I could not dance, I could not romance. There are instances when I'm doing a duet with a girl and they are the ones who are twirling me, it's not me twirling them. And they're all so beautiful that it was very easy to love them back and see the lines I've said which I didn't even believe in. And if it wasn't for these really strong, really fantastic, really more hard-working women than all the men in the film industry, and I'll say this unquantifiably. I don't think I would be this romantic star who spreads his arms and girls come running to him. And I want to genuinely thank them because I've learned a lot and I love them to death. And all my life I respect and love them. And I hope my children grow up with their children. And it's like when I came from Delhi, I had no family. I had nobody. And I tell this to everyone that I have an extended family in all the filmmakers, all these leading ladies, all the producers, some other friends that I've made along the way in the film industry. If it wasn't for them, I genuinely would not be celebrating 25 years of my life here. So I thank you, and I'm extremely, extremely grateful that you made my life what it is. Thank you very much.